Hey guys, Cam here, just making a quick little video on a couple of situations I got into, some practice games that I was playing recently. Haven't been playing that much, but played a couple of duels the other day because my mate Richie asked me to play. And there's a couple of situations I got into that were, I thought, indicative of what you should be doing, that I think a lot of, even new to medium level, even decent players, they're not doing that when they're playing, and it's costing them a lot in the map. The first one, I died a bit of a bad death here. We both mutually fragged each other and the red armor was up. And I just want to go through what I did off spawn to get back into the map, because I got the next kill immediately, even though he was the one who got the next red armor. And then I've got another spot on BC as well to go through. So yeah, we'll get started. I'll just play the clip to begin with, and then we'll have a look. So bad death, but it happens. So nice frag. We'll just continue to get just to see what happens after. And now from here, where we were compared to where we are now we're in a completely dominant position on the map. We can force spawn. We've got armor. We've got weapons. We've got the position on the next red armor as well. And we know the cycle that's going to come is going to be red armor, mega, green, upper green, lower green. Depending on where he spawns now, we can probably push in, and if he doesn't spawn there, he'll spawn the HMG. We can get this green or whatever we want to do. Probably with this amount of health and picking up these two bubbles as well, I'll probably let him spawn at the green and get my damage on him and then head off to red. Anyway, so the main point of this video is I want to ask what you guys would do. And this death is a bad death. Like I should, if I land on the red, I'm not going to die, and probably I rushed in to kill him anyway, and I missed my aim. So it was a bad death. But these things happen. You sometimes die when you shouldn't, or even if you should, then you still need to know what to do next after you die. So what I was thinking in this situation once I died. Yeah.
Pick the red armor up, you fucking moron.
Yeah, which I said, pick the red armor, you fucking moron, because yeah, obviously if I pick up the red armor there, I'm good and I'm going to kill him and I'm head off to mega. But what I see a lot of players do here is they actually grab this rocket launcher, and it's probably, let's go back one sec. What's the death in its entirety? But again, these things do happen. So it's probably a little bit different because I spawned here rather than in here. When you spawn in here, it's natural that you'll grab the rocket launcher and you might turn towards the right, you might go straight. But no matter where I'm going off this situation, I want red armor as primary. I've got rocket launcher. If I can get to red armor, I'll go get it. But the first thing you need to do is get information about where the opponent spawned. Now you can presume it's over here somewhere, but when you both die mutual, sometimes some weird spawns happen as well. Regardless, the first thing you should be looking to do here is get to center of the map, which is what I do. You see here, you come here, and then you get information. All right, we heard him that he's there. Now, what I see a lot of guys do here is they either back off now, go grab the green, and they go grab the, and then the mega and whatnot. And it's not like terrible, but the problem is you're actually missing out on a big opportunity to deal damage. Reason being is because I have rocket launcher, he has no rocket launcher. He might have a rocket launcher he picked up off the corpse, but he's not going to be in a position to use it, because if he wants to use it, he's going to have to be coming through the teleporter. So we just listen, hear what he's doing, and then hold this position. If he just goes to rocket launcher up this banana, we'll hear him do that. We can go back there and spam a couple of rockets and then get our items. Because what we don't want is us to back off from the central position, and then we head to LG after getting mega, and then we're stuck there because we don't, he's charging into center map to take this strong position away from us. And even if we can't hurt him and he can't hurt us because he doesn't have HMG really or lightning gun, we can't get to the other side of the map. So he already has position for the next set of items, even without anything happening. I know that's 20 seconds away, 25 seconds away, but you're still going to have to fight past him if you just let him go get these items now. What you're better off doing, and it can be hard when you've only got 145 health or whatever, but just sit in the center map here and wait for him to come what he's doing and then get damage on him. Now you have to be comfortable with your rocket launcher when that happens, but there's no point to back off from this spot, because then as soon as you back off from the spot, he's just coming out, he's getting his weapons. Even if he is just getting his weapons and camping on his side of the map because he's a bit worried about what you're doing, you still can't kill him. So I would just recommend, and you don't have to do this when you're both fresh spawn either. You can do this in any other situation where you're taking your position in the center map. And Frags used to be the best player at doing this I've ever played against. He will say, got my rocket launcher, I'm in center map, I have advantageous position, get past me. And even though you have more stack, he might have a weapon, you're still not going to be able to get past him without taking significant damage. He's going to slow you down, so if Mega hasn't spawned, it will spawn. And then he can go get his items in peace and then come bully you on the red armor because you lost all your stack trying to charge past his rocket launcher when he was set up in a good position. What I see when I watch a lot of videos with some guys that I train is, or help out in this game, I see a lot of them in strong positions, center map around here, and then when the guy runs through middle, either coming from Mega towards red armor or from red armor towards Mega, and they don't destroy him with rocket launcher. Like, what's the point in sitting up top mid if you're just going to, and having rocket launcher and being ready if you're just going to allow that, like, you're scared of his stack, you know, they're not peeking aggressively thinking I can get big damage or I can frag, because they're afraid that the guy's got much bigger stack, which he does. But you have to understand, when you've got rocket launcher in this position and you've got good rockets to know how to shoot him, I'll get to how to shoot him in a sec when we watch the clip again. Yeah, that's how you get the frag here. And even if you don't, the thing is that a lot of people forget this, even if you don't frag here, you still deal damage to him, and then you slow him down, go get your Mega, go get your LG, you probably go get your green, and then you can either hunt him like a dog because he's weak, or you can push in to the red and kill him there if he's there, or if he's hiding, then you can get the red armor and then fight him after that, and you're good. Anyway, watch the rockets. Then he comes through. So this off timing, just listen to what you can hear. One thing when you're trying to shoot your spam, you don't have to wait to see him to get ready to shoot it. Listen to what you hear. I heard him jumping forward, get ready to shoot it a little bit further than the gap, because you hear the noise about here of his character, and you know that he's going to be jumping out, so you shoot it a little bit deeper, and then that's buried him, right? Now, the one thing I'll see is we'll talk about the angles of the barrel. Now, when someone, and you guys will know this in your own games, even if you don't know it, I'm always talking about this, but it's an important aspect of shooting rockets, particularly in these sort of situations, is he can see, when he's looking up at you, the angle that your barrel is pointed. He can see that after I shoot the first rocket, fuck, I need to stop going so far back, my apologies. Right, from here, right, see how my rocket launcher crosshair is aimed on the right-hand side of him? Now, he's not really looking up at me yet, but when he does, if my rocket launcher is on this angle here, he will automatically move left, because he won't even necessarily think about it, but he will do that, because he will see your rocket launcher point towards the right, and then he'll move to the left. Now, this is one of those situations where you would actually probably be better off having held the rocket launcher further right, because then he definitely will move left. Because it's only just close to him or just on his right, he might not take that into account as much as if it was clearly facing over to here instead. And you guys will say, oh, Cam, that sounds stupid. I'm telling you, test it in your games, you will start hitting your rockets. You will, there's no doubt about it, you will. Because the guy, even noobs are doing this, they just don't realize that that's what they're doing. I remember the Crib posted this diabolical practice that he'd done in the Karachi Discord at one stage that we've got for Australian community, and I said to him, bro, you're shooting your rockets too straight, and then he said, what do you mean? The dodging is done once it's fired, it's fired. But I said majority of and most people don't think of it like this, so it's not just him I'm picking on. It's most people who play this game, they don't think of it like this. Majority of the dodging of the rocket is done prior to the rocket being shot. And conversely to that, the most of the aiming for the rocket launcher is done prior to the rocket being shot. Obviously, once it's in midair, you can't change the direction of it, right? But they will change where they're standing based on whether they can see the rocket launcher aiming. So in this situation here, it's a little bit close to him, so I will shoot it to the left. And see how I tug aggressively to the left? But now, because it's gone to the left, now we know, well, two things we know. What you guys need to understand, the rocket's going to hit him on the right, so even if it doesn't really hit him, his movement's going to be limited towards this right-hand side now, because, forced towards this right-hand side now, because the rocket's either going to hit him and knock him right, or he's going to move away from it, he's going to be further right. So notice how the next rocket comes out aggressively right. See how it's aggressively right? Not even thinking, just know. And it's aggressively right, mid-air, and then, yeah, Bob's your uncle after that. Now, this one doesn't actually midi, but it hits the wall, but it doesn't matter. Even if you, and actually doesn't matter even if this doesn't kill him. You've smashed him. Now you can go get your LG, charge your Mega, get your LG, and charge this top green. Even if he was left on 1 health, it's still fine. It doesn't matter. Like, of course, you prefer to frag, but you don't always frag in these sort of situations. So, yeah, then we get this. You've got to be careful from the spawning here. So you might want to come around this corner spamming your LG. Or spam a rocket out in front of you, just in case. I think you're a bit, if you shot a rocket, it'd probably get there a little bit early. But let's have a look at that sequence again, because it's important. You guys need to know how to do this. First, to take these positions and damage the opponent and punish him for pushing through you, even though you've got less health. It doesn't matter. You've got the weapon advantage. You have the position advantage. Use that, because if you just give this up now, you're giving up what you have. And when an opponent has more health than you, you either need to have strong position or you need to have a weapon advantage. Otherwise, you're just going to die because they're more health than you. You know what I mean? So, sorry, scare me cat. So just one more time. So see how this rocket is fired, where you're moving your barrel actively because you know where the barrel was aimed previously. And it won't always work. Sometimes they'll move that the wrong way or whatever, but I'm telling you, put it into your game, start shooting your rockets like that, and you will see them start hitting. And I think this is one of the hardest skills in the game, getting that spam from above, especially in Quake Champions, because they can damage you against the lip, and the LG from below is quite damaging as well. So, yeah, that's the one thing I'd say to you guys when you're doing this. Make sure you're paying attention to the way those rockets are shot. Watch it one more time from the start. Alright, cool. Let's go on for the second one. Oh, no, I had it prepared earlier, but I fucking closed it like a dumb hunt. Here we go. No, it must be this one. My bad. Inside of. Where was it? Alright, so first thing first, we'll talk about the way I aim these shots, and then we'll go on to the strategy. This is not so much a repeatable thing, but it's just a lesson for you guys, what you need to be thinking about in certain situations. Alright, so we get our damage on him towards there. So how those rails are shot, just moving. I'm always talking about it in my videos. See how the rails are shot. I'm not, watch the crosshair movement, there isn't any. I just put it on the left of him, right, and then just move laterally. And it will line up with him, same here again. And it will line up with him. You don't actually have to aim. And I see even pro level players, they're missing these shots because they're tugging their mouse, they're moving their mouse too much. You don't need to move your mouse, please. Get that out of your head. Put it on the left, move right, it can't miss. And they will be frustrated because you're hitting every shot. And they'll say, oh, you're fucking getting lucky on me. No, I'm not. It's just I know how to aim those shots, and I've been hitting them for 15 years, man. Anyway, that wasn't the lesson though, just while we're here, we'll do it. I want to show you guys. We'll do it one more time. And on this map in particular, these kind of shots are crucial because this is where you get your big damage on him in red armor, and you go get your mega and everything, and he's cut off from the map. Whereas if you're missing these rails and he can just exit for free, not only can he exit for free without taking damage, he also exits faster. So that means he has a better chance of cutting you off on the other side of the map. Which is not what you want when he has more stack because you never hurt him. You know what I mean? So it just compounds. So, I'll spawn back here. It's a bit greedy, but fuck it, I'm playing for fun. So even that rail there, see even that rail? It's the same thing. But this is where the lesson begins. Anyway, watch it one more time. While we're here, it's important to show this aspect of aiming while we're here. So watch the rail though, towards the mega, it's the same. You're still moving laterally when you shoot it. It's actually even better in this situation because you've just been using heavy machine gun. So he's moving all over the place trying to dodge your heavy machine gun. He doesn't actually realise by the time you shoot your rail that you've switched to rail, and he hasn't changed his dodging style. So that's why what I tell a lot of guys is sometimes shoot a little bit of MG and then or LG or whatever, and then switch to rail. The rail will be a lot easier to hit because they're trying to dodge against LG, and usually that means they're either trying to get close to deal damage on you, so they're moving straight in a straight line, or they're not ready for you to or standing really far to the right or something, trying to dodge your rail. So that can help you hit your shots as well. Anyway, then we frag him. Probably should go for the game first. I'm just checking if he spawned there.
Stopwatch.
And see, so we heard him jump up, right? Now, this can be a bit risky against really strong players coming this way, so you might want to use your berserk straight away so you get there faster. But Let's have a look. 'Cause this is a cool frag. It was not like flashy or anything. It was just like, it's annoying for the opponent because you outplayed him. So yeah, see, probably a little bit slow because he's already up here. If he's good, he's already spamming here as you turn up. So it's a bit of a mistake, but the clip, we'll say the clip starts from now. He's above us. We know he's above us. What are we going to do? So coming down here is good when they go to rockets. It's fine because he hasn't a hit scan weapon yet. So we can come through the teleporter. Given that he's already up, that's where we're too late. And the reason we're too late is because we went for the mega before we went for the lower green. If we did the other way around, probably we would have been on time. But yeah, so that's fine. Just bear in mind against stronger players, like I'm saying, you probably got a rocket here and you might be in trouble. But from here, what I was thinking was, okay, now we'll use our ability. He's above us, we'll use our ability. Let's go steal the red. But the real question is, what would you do from here? And I think a lot of guys, they would, oh, fuck.
I'll just test.
Sorry, press the button on the keyboard to love it. Very unprofessional videos. Now, you know red's coming, right? So I think a lot of guys would just run to red here. But what you need to understand is he's chased in with you. He has no hit scan weapon. Smoke him when you got him. Like, this is frustrating for him because he thought he had me, and he maybe if he was a bit faster, a bit better, he would have had me, or at least had a chance to get me. But now he doesn't. Destroy him. So not only are you getting onto the other side of the map, it's annoying him. Just got to go up and kill him with LG. And then that's beautiful because not only have you just killed him here, now you can go get this green, then you can come back to red. So we'll keep playing. I'll see what happens. You gotta be fast here. So I remember I wasn't turning around. You should be turned around by now already. I'm too late. I don't know why I wasn't turning around. This is bad. Especially with the new stacks, he doesn't really have much of a chance. And one more thing before we finish the lesson. When you frag in this situation, you probably want to grab these shards and the health bubble. Always exit through rail. The reason being is because then if you get up to rail and he's charging there from tri-bolt, you can just kill him. And if he's not charging that, he's be at rockets. And then you can, if you're there early, you can damage him towards rocket launcher from catwalk. Or if he's faster than you and he comes towards bridge, you can at least deny rail just standing up here at the rail catwalk. Yeah, probably because that rocket knocked me and you're worried about the spawn. I didn't pick the shards up. That might be a good idea. Fuck the rocket jump anyway. But that's irrelevant. Sometimes you fuck up your jumps. Sometimes you fuck up your aim, but you shouldn't fuck up your decisions. So if we come up here and he's already charged, we can have a look towards rockets and get some damage. If not, then we can, if he's charging rockets, we're too late, then we can wait around here, railing towards bridge and deny him from getting rail. And not only that, if he's just at mega and rooting around at mega, we can grab the green, grab the health bubble below, or whatever we want to do, and pin him in at the mega, control the weapons and the top ground, and then he has to skulk around, try to get LG, trying to avoid our damage with the rail. And we can almost pretty much wait until we get the next red. So watch that clip one more time. That'll be the end of the lesson. It's just those two clips. So it's only short, but yeah, some valuable lessons for you guys to bring into your game. Because positioning is actually crucial, especially when you have superior aim. If you have superior aim and position and weapons, it doesn't matter they have more health. It doesn't matter they have more health. But one thing you don't want to do is give, if you give a better player a superior position and better health, you're dead, right? So you need to always be thinking about these things. You don't have to have, I see most people think when they fight, they mostly think about their stack. That's only part of the equation. The position, the stack, the weapons, that's what you should be considering. All three of those things together before you think, can I take a fight? Most people think I've got less health, I can't fight. And that's not true. It's nice and curved. I mean, it's like good timing. It's right. Playing that rail as well. It's beautiful. And I've been hitting those shots for, like I said, 15 years.
Stopwatch.
And it's surprising, no one ever really does that except me that I know of. And now we're laughing. And not only are we laughing, he's also frustrated because he died unexpectedly trying to chase. Okay, I'm not saying he's playing super serious in these games. We're just having fun. But the strategy is still there. So, yeah, thanks for that, guys. I'll see you in the next video. I don't know how many I'll make, but I just thought there was a couple of good situations I'll show you guys, and hope you learn off of it. Thank you.